Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Sex or drugs?
Drugs always leads to sex.
God or science?
Science.
Fast or slow?
Slow.
Indian or Chinese?
Chinese.
Rent boys, that is.
Well, in that case, Indian, of course.
Gibson or Fender?
Oh, fuck. I can't, no.
You have to.
What? I have to?
Gibson or Fender, your house is on fire, which one do you grab?
Fender. Oh, no, I can't say that. Fuck off. No, don't ask me that question. I can't say that. I can't so much get off both of them.
John, Paul, George, Ringo, who had the biggest penis?
Ringo.
What's the most cocaine you've done in one day?
Got a lot. I'm not sure I'd be willing to put an actual weight on it.
Who were the last great band?
I think the most current great band is a band called Jungle.
What happens if you need to go to the toilet when you're on stage?
You've got to. It's never shit. You just have to wait till the end of the song and just say, I'll be back in a minute. Sing some fucking football songs amongst yourselves.
Okay.
You Geordie cunt.
If you could bring one person back from the dead, who would it be? Not John Lennon.
David Bowie.
If the ceremony to resurrect them caused you to go bald, would you still do it?
No.
If you had to choose between never having sex and never playing live again, what would it be?
God, that's fucking hard. But I'm gonna have to give up. Sorry about this, Sarah. I'm gonna have to give up playing live.
If you bought an old satchel in a charity shop and you found a hidden compartment in it and it had a tape of Bowie songs that no one had ever heard and you could get away with this completely, would you pass them off as your own?
I'd have a good fucking go.
You live between your London place and your country home that some call Crinkly Bottom. Do you have a toothbrush at each place or do you bring a little wash bag with you?
I bring a little wash bag.
Have you learnt to drive or swim yet?
No.
Have you taught any of your kids how to play the guitar?
No.
What games have you got on your phone?
Oh, all of them. There's not for me, though, for my kids. Loads. They're all of them.
Is it true that you've been in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon?
Yes. Yeah. What a fucking experience that was. When you see it on TV, some of it, like the workings of it, some of it is just Lego sprayed silver.
Which character do you most identify with in Star Wars?
I'd say it was like the evil emperor. No? Princess Leia? Han Solo. Yeah.
Have you ever fired a gun?
Yes. Various guns.
Have you ever had a pedicure?
No.
Lars Ulrich from Metallica is a huge Oasis fan.
Mm.
Have you ever had to sign anything for him?
Yes, I have. The first autograph I think I ever did in America was for Lars Ulrich.
What was it like meeting Jerry Seinfeld?
One of the best moments of my life.
You met Springsteen. What did you talk about?
We're slagging our kid off. So when did you first start playing guitar? How old were you when the Beatles did the Ed Sullivan Show? You know, were you born to run?
Which greats are still here?
Weller, Morrissey, Iggy, Bob Dylan, Stevie Wonder, could go on for ages. Quite a few. Oh, Macca, yeah, Neil Young.
When was the last time you cried?
The last time I cried would have been probably when Man City won the league.
Any sad crying?
I don't do sad crying. I do happy crying.
Come on.
I don't. I never get that sad.
Yeah?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been in an earthquake?
I felt a tremor.
When you think of the great diarists, Anne Frank, Samuel Pepys, Adrian Mole, a wimpy kid, do you wish you'd kept a diary?
I did a couple of tour blogs, which are pretty much diaries, which I'd be fascinated to read back, actually. But in answer to your question, no.
If you had a recurring dream where a snowman killed himself with a hairdryer, would you be concerned? If you were offered a knighthood, would you accept it?
I don't think so.
Some people claim that cannabis cures cancer. If that was true, wouldn't Bob Marley still be here? Is it true you own a black speedboat called Frightwater?
Yes, it is.
At what age, in your opinion, do people start saying they've had a fall instead of fallen over?
in their late 50s.
Chuck Berry, Nick Berry, Mary Berry. Fuck, marry, kill. Go.
I'd kill Chuck Berry. No, I wouldn't kill
He
Chuck
invented
Berry.
rock and roll.
No. Yeah, but it'd be a thing though, wouldn't it? The man that killed Chuck Berry.
Okay.
That would be like a thing to be known for.
He would also be known as the man who fucks Nick Berry.
I'm going to marry Mary Berry because she's a good cook, by all accounts. I'm going to kill Nick Berry, and I'm going to have sex with Chuck Berry.
Where would you like your ashes scattered? Ireland, Manchester, Nebworth, London, or a little sprinkle in each?
I'm going to say Ireland. But then again, I wouldn't like to be too far away from my missus, you know what I mean? So maybe a little gentleman's pinch in each.
Today's generation are heavily tattooed. Inevitably, some will have dementia in later life. Do you think their tattoos will help sustain their memory or just baffle the fuck out of them every morning?
They'll baffle the fuck out of them every morning.
Would you rather be deaf, dumb, or blind?
I think I'd rather be deaf.
As a musician?
Sorry? I mean, you know, you never fucking lose it.
If you lost the use of your legs, would you consider having a saddle made for a large dog like a St. Bernard and going around on that?
Yes.
Have you ever screamed, "Google me, bitch," at anyone?
I've said it. I don't think I've helped it anybody.
Do you care that your kids don't have Manchester accents?
No.
If you could actually live forever, would you?
I used to think that it would be a great thing, but the way the fucking world is now, I don't think I'd like. I'll be glad when I'm bowing out in the next 40 years.
Beer or wine?
Beer.
Stones or The Who?
Fuck. That's hard. That is hard. Stones.
Ketchup or brown sauce?
Ketchup.
Beach or the city?
Oh, fucking hate the beach. The city.
Bath or shower?
Fucking hate baths. The shower.
Booze or weed?
Booze.
Acoustic or electric?
Electric.
Football or music?
Fucking hell. Music.
Fight or flight?
Flight.
Love or hate?
Love, baby.
Burnout or fade away?
Fade away.
If there was to be a statue of you in Manchester,
Which there will be.
what pose would the statue be in?
It would be in maybe my classic pose from the front of the live DVD of Oasis at Main Road.
The Jesus Christ pose.
You know, Jesus was a more kind of limp, fucking shit. I'm more like, give it to me. Give me some more. Let the show begin.